In the early days, when the world was still young and mysterious, the sea was not yet salty. It was fresh and crystal clear, like the water we drink today. People would happily swim in it every day, especially the children, who would spend hours playing in the waves. The sea was a magical place, full of wonder and excitement. There was a giant named Angalo, who lived in those times. He was a kind and gentle soul, loved by all who knew him. Angalo stood tall and proud, his long legs stretching out before him like two massive pillars. His heart was pure and full of goodness, and he spent his days helping those in need. The people of the land would often call upon Angalo for assistance. He would help them with their tasks, lifting heavy loads and carrying them across the sea. He would assist them in transporting their products, sugar and salt, from one island to another. Angalo was a selfless giant, always willing to lend a hand. There were two large islands in the sea, each with its own unique products. One island produced sugar, white and pure, while the other island produced salt, crystalline and precious. The people of the islands would trade with each other, exchanging sugar for salt and vice versa. This was their business, inherited from their ancestors, and it had been going on for many years. In the early days, there were no bridges connecting the islands. The people would have to swim or sail across the sea to reach the other side. But Angalo was always there to help. He would lie down across the sea, his long legs stretching from one island to the other, and the people would cross over on his back. It was a strange but effective way of traveling, and the people were grateful to Angalo for his help. One day, while the people were transporting sugar from one island to the other, something went wrong. Some of the sugar accidentally spilled onto Angalo's legs, and some fell onto the ground. The people were careless, and their precious cargo was lost. But Angalo was not angry. He simply smiled and helped the people to clean up the mess. After they delivered the sugar products to the other island delivered salt products to them. But while the people from the other island were transporting the salt, something unpleasant happened. While they were traveling, many ants bit Angalo's legs, causing the giant immense pain. He couldn't help but move to shake off the ants, and in doing so, the people carrying the salt fell, and all the salt ended up in the sea. The salt dissolved quickly in the water, and the sea began to change. It started to taste salty, and the people were shocked. They had never known a salty sea before, and they didn't know what to make of it. But Angalo knew that the sea would never be the same again. From that day on, the sea became salty, and it never returned to its original fresh taste. The people had to adapt to the new taste, and they learned to live with it. But they never forgot the day when the sea changed, and they always remembered Angalo's role in it. Despite the change in the sea, the two islands continued to exchange their sugar and salt products. The people would transport their goods across the sea, using boats and ships to carry them, and Angalo would always be there to help, guiding the boats and protecting the people from harm. Years passed, and the people decided to build a very long bridge connecting the two islands. It was a massive project, one that required the help of many people. But Angalo was there to assist them, using his incredible strength to lift and move the heavy materials. The bridge took many years to complete, but finally, it was finished. The people celebrated, knowing that they now had a safe and easy way to travel between the two islands. And Angalo was hailed as a hero, his name remembered for generations to come. The people grew accustomed to the salty sea and even enjoyed it. They learned to fish in its waters and to harvest its riches. And they never forgot the giant who had helped them, who had changed the course of their lives forever. Angalo remained on the islands, watching over the people and protecting them from harm. He was a constant presence, a reminder of the magic and wonder of the world. And the people loved him for it, treating him like a member of their family. And so, the story of Angalo and the salty sea was passed down from generation to generation, a reminder of the power of kindness and the importance of helping others. It was a story that would never be forgotten, one that would always be remembered as a testament to the goodness of the human heart.